Hi guys, my name is Chris and you're watching Wrestling Today, so let's start with WWE Raw's June 2, 2025, episode went down at the BOK Center in Tulsa, Oklahoma. This was a big night as the company wrapped things up before Money in the Bank. Money in the Bank is coming up this Saturday, and things are heating up in a big way. On Raw this week, Liv Morgan vs Stephanie Vaquer vs Ivy Nile went down for the Red Brand's final qualifying match. This match kicked off the show as the first contest of the night. This match included a lot of hard-hitting action as everyone in the contest tried hard to steal the spotlight. Vaquer got to nail a Devil's Kiss move, which brought up how much Booker T used to love seeing that move in person. Later on, Liv Morgan nailed a double code breaker for a near fall. Then the match continued as Morgan hit an Oblivion on Vaquer, but Ivy pulled her off and tried for the pin before Stephanie kicked out. Suddenly, Vaquer landed the SVB on Ivy Nile to get the win and grab the final Women's Money in the Bank spot. It was previously reported that Stephanie Vaquer was being discussed for Money in the Bank. That calls her Worlds Collide status into question, but we will have to see how that pans out. Alexa Bliss secured the first spot in the Women's Money in the Bank match. Roxanne Perez went on to win a triple threat match. Rhea Ripley and Julia also punched their ticket to Money in the Bank. Naomi also clinched a spot in the women's ladder match. This week on Raw, CM Punk vs AJ Styles vs El Grande Americano went down in a Money in the Bank qualifying match. This match was the main event of the night, but it stole the focus throughout a lot of the show. CM Punk even opened up the broadcast with a promo, where Sami Zayn came out to give him encouragement to qualify. This match started off hot, as fans cheered for the action. At some point early on, CM Punk tried to unmask El Grande Americano, but the masked Chad Gable got free. Just before the commercial break, El Grande Americano got the upper hand in the match. There were loud "We Want Truth" chants from the fans in Tulsa as this match carried on. They also chanted, "This is awesome," as CM Punk and AJ Styles traded strikes in the middle of the ring. Then they chanted, "CM Punk," as he took El Grande Americano to the top rope, but AJ Styles broke that attempt from Punk up. Punk was eventually able to hit a GTS, but Braun Breaker showed up to pull him out of the ring. Then Bronson Reed joined him for a beatdown. Jay couldn't help himself, so he ran down to fight the two big men off. AJ Styles eventually took everyone out with a dive to the outside. Suddenly, El Grande Americano nailed a headbutt with his loaded mask as Styles went for the phenomenal forearm. Then he got the win to take the final spot in the 2025 Men's Money in the Bank ladder match. After the match, Bronson Reed, Braun Breaker, and Seth Rollins destroyed the babyfaces. We will have to see who wins the 2025 Money in the Bank ladder matches. At this rate, it's anyone's guess. Mariah may just made the kind of entrance that shakes up an entire division. On the June 3 episode of WWE NXT, fans were treated to chaos in the women's division, until the lights dropped and Mariah May appeared on the balcony, bringing the noise to a screeching halt. She made it official, she's no longer AEW's problem. She's WWE's newest star. The best women's division in the world just got a lot more glamorous, May declared to a loud pop from the live crowd. That statement capped off a segment where the entire NXT women's locker room seemed to implode over Jacy Jayne's recent title win, but all the brawling stopped when May showed up in a glittering outfit, soaking in the moment and the chants that followed. This debut didn't come out of nowhere for those paying attention. May was quietly removed from AEW's roster page just days prior, even though her contract hadn't officially expired. According to Dave Meltzer on Wrestling Observer Radio, AEW had long known the move was coming. May's wrestling journey started in the UK indie scene before catching fire in Japan with Stardom. Her charisma, in-ring polish, and modeling background made her a standout everywhere she went. AEW gave her a prime position beside Toni Storm in the Timeless storyline, which built her profile before the company wrapped the angle faster than expected. Now she's in NXT, eyeing the top spot. She didn't waste any time either, stepping over an entire roster mid-chaos to make one thing clear: she wants the NXT Women's title. Jacy may have had her victory lap this week, but Mariah's arrival just flipped the narrative. The former AEW star isn't here to play sidekick anymore, she's coming for the crown. Do you think Mariah May made the right move by jumping to WWE? Thanks guys for watching and please subscribe.